One of the themes for this patch for Dragon Ball FighterZ is buff to characters that use Kamehamehas and beams in general. You can now combo from any of these beams at full screen with the Super Dash. This is largely a buff that I think a lot of people find silly in a way, but I think it's sort of unique to give characters where they don't have like the full screen lariats that we're used to from like the fusion characters or Lapco 21, having an option to make their beams just that much more threatening. You usually had to wait and build up your bar when you get these hits to get advantage confirmed. But now you don't need that meter to make these beams as threatening, so it incentivizes you firing out beams more. Of course, this doesn't mean that you're completely just safe to throw this out willy-nilly. If it gets blocked, for example, then you can be put into a world of hurt. And this is true at point-blank range. So it's not like we're seeing what other characters can do like Gogeta Blue, where you do a Kamehameha into True String Super Dash into assist high-low. Characters with these special move beams still don't have that property. Funnily enough, Gogeta Blue is the one character with a horizontal beam like this, single hitting or not, that can't do this. So it's kind of amusing to see that he got left out behind because all they were interested in doing was gutting him with the meter nerfs that he got. This opens up a couple of route combo changes as well, since it's not only just now a neutral threat. It's also just a combo tool that you can use now. These characters are going to be doing fusion level damage while also having just normal meter build for itself, meaning that a lot of the hits are going to be more rewarding. So it seems like Bandai Namco was like, all right, we apologize for slowing down the game with giving you lab coat debuffs. Let's speed up the game by having everybody do 1,000,000 damage. For some characters, it's not all built unilaterally equally, of course. Trunks' rejump is very tricky to time because, of course, everything Trunks does has to be execution heavy. And then you have characters like Goku Black that don't have a rejump off of this. Goku Black instead has to do a manually delayed series of normals. I believe it's JM into JH to then link a 5L on the ground. And all of that combo is basically setting up for a one-frame link. So Goku Black doesn't truly appreciate this like other characters. The one thing he does appreciate is being able to combo meterlessly anywhere on screen from his command throw. It's a lot more viable for him to throw out. This is a nice change for Goku Black in general, just because now his command throw is actually threatening at all times, and it's sort of on par with other characters who have a command throw option that's usually metered, with EX allowing them to convert from mid-screen. Like, this applies to Super Broly, Z Broly, and Goku Blue in particular that I can think of. So it's a welcome change, but it's overall theme. One of the things as well with this patch change is that these beam assists that have largely been outclassed by like single strike horizontal assists is that they also have had their hit stop increased on hit. Helps if I have a Kamehameha, imagine if you would. Before, it'd be very, very difficult for you to get any sort of hit. You'd basically have to rely on having a super dash time correctly, and now you can just run it for free. And with the game having farther reaching normals, it's far easier to pick this up. I like this change a lot personally, just because it makes beam assists fairly viable again on your team, instead of them being wonky on hit, so that theoretically you could be trying to set up a mix-up, point-blank range. And if the enemy took the hit, they usually could just be out. But now, you actually get a combo off of it. This adds a lot of utility to these beam assists. This affects things like Goku A, Trunks B, Goku Black A, Krillin B assist. Pretty much any beam assist that's horizontal on the ground that isn't a C assist, it got this change, and I, for one, sort of welcome it. I think we're going to be seeing a higher usage of characters with these beam assists, just because now you can kind of use them for that utility, and people can't just take the beam to get out of some nasty situations. So that's one of the themes of this patch overall, is buffs to those. Other assists as well have also received a change like this. Cell's A assist, for example, has a lot of hit stop now. Imagine getting hit by this. About 78 frames of hit stop to it. Well, there's maybe about 60 or so, and then the tech window exists. But it's a lot easier for these stray hits to convert into full combos. This means that there's easier to use in combos. It means if you get hit by these hits, assist strayly and neutral, that there's a better opportunity for your opponent to punish. I sort of like this change. It's like Bandai Namco looked at Vegito A assist and said, well, what if we made other assists that good? I mean, it still lacks the startup of that assist, but there's still something really good here. And I think that it's nice to see other assists get buffed up to this level.